Hi everyone, it's Bridget again. I was watching a video earlier and it reminded me of something I feel like is pretty important, and I wanted to share it with you. And that is, be bold, confident, and authentic in all of your daily interactions. So basically, don't limit yourself and who you are to make someone else around you feel comfortable. So for an example, let's say that you're out to lunch or dinner with one of your good friends and you're having a really deep spiritual conversation in the middle of the restaurant, which happens all the time. I do it constantly. And you happen to look over at the table beside you and notice that whoever's sitting there is having a fear-based emotion. And maybe they're giving you a weird look, or their posture is odd and you can tell that they're listening to you. Or perhaps you notice, because you're using your empathic abilities and you can sense their uncomfortableness, uncomfortable feelings and their fear-based emotions. Whatever the case, be bold, continue speaking. Or say you're in a group of your friends and there's one particular friend maybe who is on a very different path than you, doesn't believe in spirituality or anything that you believe in, which is totally fine. We can all be friends with people who are not exactly like us. The world would be really boring if we didn't have friends like that. But say they're making snide comments, or they're teasing you, or perhaps they're giving you a weird look. Be bold. Keep talking. As long as you're speaking from a place of love and light, keep speaking. And there are two reasons why. So the first reason is, if someone is sitting beside you or anywhere in the vicinity of you when you're having a spiritual conversation, they're supposed to be there. That is where they are supposed to be in that very moment. The universe does not allow it to be any other way. They've chosen this. So maybe something that you say will trigger a thought in them that begins transformation in some way, in some part of their life. Or perhaps 3 years down the road, they'll be on their own spiritual journey and something will happen and there will be a correlation between what you've just said and what they're experiencing 3 years down the road. Then all of a sudden they have that light bulb moment. Something clicks inside of them and they're like, aha, that person was talking about this and now it makes sense. Whatever the case, they are supposed to be there. There's so many different reasons and things that could happen because of what you've said, right, in their lives. But for you, your job is to be bold and confident. And when you exist and act within your own personal power, this is reason number 2. When you exist and act within your own personal power, you give others permission to do the same. So I imagine if you look back in the beginning of your spiritual journey, or maybe you're on your own, the beginning of your spiritual journey now, I imagine that you'll find that there are people who have been bold and confident within their own spiritual nature and their own personal power. They sit within their own personal power, rather. And they encourage you, whether it be verbally or non-verbally, to do the same. That's what this is all about. It's all about empowerment. It's all about shining our lights as brightly as possible, lighting the soul fires of everyone that we come in contact with, and, hopefully allowing them to ignite them into this giant, flame. That's what this is all about. So be bold, be confident, and sit and embrace your personal power. And that's my tip. That's what I just come into and was like, oh, this is so important. And I remember the first time I ever heard this, it really, really, resonated with me. And so I feel like hopefully this will resonate with some of you. So anyway, thank you for watching. Much love and light. And I hope that wherever you are in your world, that things are shining brightly and that you're doing well. And guess we'll talk next time.